Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, I want to thank you all for watching. We couldn't do what we do or the amount of things that we do without the support of you, the viewer. If you want to support us financially, which we always appreciate, you can go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, where you can donate as little as $1 a month to help us continue this and all the things that we do. I want to give a special shout out to our $25 supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. Second, I want to let you all know that we here at Final Show Films are planning a little get-together up at Gen Con this year. That's August 2nd through 5th up at Indianapolis. We're going to be up there just sort of hanging out, enjoying the con, spending time together, and if any of you guys want to come up and say hi, please feel free. We don't bite unless you want us to. And if you enjoy whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to, be sure to check out our website at finalshowfilms.com, where you can find links to all of our other content, both podcast and video. And be sure to follow me at John A. Bates on Twitter for more updates on all of the content we're creating in the future. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Breakverse. I am Aaron. I am your GM for this 5e D&D homebrew campaign, and we're gonna go and introduce our characters, starting with Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing God damn it. Click Clack, Kenku Rogue.
I thought that curse only applied to your character.
And
playing
Jack.
Dabba-Dabba-Doo.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and I'm playing Ragnar Einherjar, the Dwarven Paladin of Conquest.
And Gat, as I point in absolutely random directions.
I am Kat, and I am playing Ska, the Wood Elf Barbarian Cleric.
And Navarin.
Hi, I'm Navarin. I'm playing Malastar Oh, sorry, Jeremy. No, Alistar Amara, the half-elven bard.
Right. And we have our full party this week.
Yay.
And they're all miraculously in the same place. So, last few times, but last time on Breakverse, the party found themselves captured by an organization of mind flayers, seemingly conducting some sort of heinous experiments that involved glowing rocks that had a liquid form or were being distilled into some variety of liquid, which Ragnar just went up and touched.
I investigated it first.
They and the others there are fled, including Maywin, a apparently ranger from Halberd, who's eventually helped to the party post some puzzle solving and leave the Underdark. Though on the way there was a little bit of miscommunication and unfortunateness, as Ragnar was attacked by one of the other escaping prisoners. There's a woman by the name of Lauriette, apparently some variety of thief, who seems to know Ragnar before he was Tideborn. Upon realizing that Ragnar was no longer, or at least by Seafolk custom, no longer attached to that history or memory, she apologized, and they made nice, with lots of threats. The group rescued individuals and the party at large, which headed to a city covered with strange smokestacks and a blood-red sky. Maywin took the party to the local ranger outpost, and in the privacy of that location, admitted to the party that there was a plan to seal off the Underdark being conducted by her organization, and several allied organizations. It's apparently creating what Zalwyn, another her ally, referred to as a Great Seal, something she has concerns about. The party also determined that none of if their allies are familiar with the Frost Wall, the ancient dividing magic between Halberd and what is now the Seraphic Confederacy, that splits the only continent in half. Or for that matter, the Confederacy or Halberd as names. So, as the day of the high moon approaches and the ritual nears its apparent completion, and the party is at an inn. Did I get everything?
Except for Ragnar, who is currently watching a ribbon dancer tell the story of the Einherjers.
Right. That's right.
But we can come back to that whenever that's appropriate.
Yeah, I just did a long exposition thing. We're gonna start with the rest of the party.
Legit.
So, those of you that are at the inn, excuse me.
No dying.
Yeah, that's generally advisable and desired.
Yep.
What are you guys doing?
Trying to remember.
Looking around to everybody else at the moment.
Yeah, it's like we just got to the place, so there wasn't a whole lot of doing stuff.
Ragnar bought everyone rooms, had a somewhat private conversation with Laureate, the lady who attacked him, and left the rest of you to whatever you were up to.
Probably look for food or something.
Yeah, things you guys overheard during the conversation with Laureate would have been also that she's loosely connected to Sylvester and Zawin.
Oh, yes. She
Although they might not know
killed
that.
Zawin's sister as an oath sword.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not telling Zawin or Sylvester that.
Very true.
So Zawin, basically, right? What I heard. What?
You would.
Are you going to do that?
Not at this exact moment in
Okay.
time, but it will come up.
Yeah. They're both easy to find because they're just hanging out at the bar.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys got food complimentary with your rooms. You could also go and try and find food in the city.
Yeah,
I'm
Scott's
pro-
gonna kind of wander.
I'm
Just a little.
probably hanging out with the new bunch of people, actually, like just seeing what they do in the common room, like what they get up to, just generally chilling out with them, I think.
All right.
And here.
Sure. The dwarven woman, Amabel, seems to just go to her room. It seemed to have been a long time for her. By the time you look around for Helenana, she is gone. You don't know where she headed to. Chloe seems to be making a few coins with that large harp she carries around. Laureate and Sylvester, who are the two Zawin and Sylvester, the two Ragnar spoke to, are still just doing their slightly private whispering to each other shtick.
Okay. In that case, seeing what's going on, I will probably actually just see if I can join in with whatever Chloe's playing.
Sure, make me a performance check.
Okay.
She should also do that. All right. You're both doing reasonably well. It's probably not either of your best performance, but there's definitely people clapping along and Um, Chloe will eventually pick it up as a song. It's just mostly an improvised melody at this point.
This is Alistair Amaran with some smooth jazz. Just be glad this isn't Star Wars. Because in Star Wars, the music in the cantinas is referred to as jizz. And the players of said music are jizz whalers. Moving on.
You ruined my fucking transition, so
It's all right.
Jeremy, what are you doing?
Waiting to see how all the other PCs interact with the NPCs who I have not yet met, but have met.
Just
And-
as a clarification, you have met a good number of them.
I have met a few of them. Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, I was purposely staying quiet and seeing what the other players were doing, because that's what you do when you play catch up.
That is completely fair.
Oh.
That's fine. Scott has decided she's gonna check out this town just a little bit, so she's not even
so
there.
Sky is not being helpful in that
You
regard.
are not
I'm sorry.
people.
I'm sorry. I said it before you said anything, so.
Yeah. All right. So, Scott, you head outside. Again, the sky is still that sort of deep blood red color, covered in clouds and obscured by the smokestacks that seem to come off of certain large buildings around the city. Are you going anywhere particular? Anything you're looking for?
Not really. I'm just kind of wandering a little bit and seeing what's around. Trying to take in my surroundings. Maybe possibly looking for a place to eat that has something I'm not used to, like some sort of exotic food, something,
Okay.
just
Make me an investigation roll.
okay. That is a natural one. First roll of the day.
Second roll.
For
First
my
roll for
first
you.
roll. Yeah, my first roll.
Starting strong.
Oh yeah.
Hiding between two
I
rolls
find
for
my
averaging a 4.
So, you wander around looking for food, and shockingly, you find nothing, unless you want to eat a steel bar. There's a place that seems to be selling sort of iron ingots, steel bars, various levels of equipment, or not equipment, that sort of raw materials.
Found
But
the
those aren't
blacksmith
edible.
supply shop.
So you eventually are just like, fuck it, I'm going to follow my nose and that will take me to food because I can smell food. I just can't see it. And you wander around and you wander around and you end up outside of a bar where Alistair and Chloe are playing music.
I make my way right back to where I started.
And you remember, well, it's probably not exotic, but I do have complimentary food here because Ragnar bought rooms for like a month.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. She'll go in and get food then.
All right. Yeah, you get what you recognize being actually from Halberd as fairly practical food, some sort of skin, some sort of meat, probably something like a chicken or cow, something similar to that. Okay. as the bar is filled with the fine music of Alistar, a different performance is also going on. Ragnar, just as a refresher, you found this woman giving sort of narrative ribbon dances on a street corner. And she was finishing up some sort of fanciful story I can't even remember. Something
about wildlife, small wildlife and dragons and something.
Right. The gnomes who had to stop the dragon from giving birth to so many chickens.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah. And upon your request for a story about the Einherjar brothers, her outfit changed. She sort of changes her outfit on the fly. The ribbon and her sort of colorful dress both go from these bright prismatic colors to a deep black, longer with feathers. And she will sort of start to narrate a story about pirates and the dreaded fleet of undead that harried all of the kingdom's coast, all of the continent, coast at once. How the endless legions and their dangerous flagship were only known in whispers and rumors, but no sailor denied that they were constantly watching out for the threat. A fleet heralded by a zombie fish, as the boat itself brought the plague of undeath wherever it traveled. And then, like any storm, it cleared, leaving behind corpses and bones that wash up on the shores to this day, said to be members of the Einherjar fleet, no longer in command of themselves. And at this point, make me a dexterity check.
Okay. Just a straight check, not a save?
Check. Yeah, it's just a check. If you have sleight of hand, that works too.
It'll be the same either way. 11.
Yeah, that's good enough. And as she puts that last bit, she flicks from... You don't know where she's carrying this, because she's in a pretty skimpy dress. A skull that's mouth chatters for a second as it lands in your hand.
He'll take it, turn it over, kind of chuckling to himself a little bit. Like, is it an actual regular-sized skull, or is it like a smaller...
It seems to be made of some sort of stone. It doesn't seem to be like an actual skull of something that was alive. It seems to be some variety of prop.
Okay. He'll clap, drop 5 gold in her hat.
Well, make me a ranged... I believe we were just making this a unproficient attack roll. So dex.
20.
And let's see if she can deflect it this time. Alright, yeah, that is good enough with her bonus.
Mm-hmm.
It's this kind of thing. And all 5 coins are quickly swept up in her bow. Or, not bow. Excuse me, ribbon. And she gives a curtsy. Does anyone else have story requests? As the outfit ripples again to sort of a scaled green in attire.
And Ragnar's gonna give her a wave and go looking for a jobs board.
Okay. Make me an investigation roll.
Ooh, I'm great at these. 17.
Okay, with the 17, you notice that most of the jobs boards and job recruitment places around town, well, it's a little late, but most of them are for stuff in the town, work in the forges, servers needed at this place, shoemaker needed for this, cobblestone maker needed for this. Kind of things that you probably could do if you didn't think they were beneath you.
Right, but very little risk life and limb, flesh and blood, health and sanity, and we will pay you scads of money. It does occur
to you to wander back to that ranger's headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
The dilapidated, it barely kept together wooden straw building that Maywin initially led to you to. And they do have a small posting for adventurers. Catch these wild hogs. Find this lady's cat. Slay the ancient black dragon.
He's interested in that third one.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently the town has had there's not very much of a description, just town's had some problems with flybys from this dragon, estimated to be about ancient in age, that is occasionally wandering by, spewing acid and stealing shit, especially from the less defended local villages. We think his lair is about here, want to go kill it, we'll give you some gold and also dragon treasure.
Okay. He'll take that down, desperately hoping that he's not going to be in this dimension long enough to become ready to take that on. But still good to have as far as backup info goes, and to know roughly where the dragon's lair around these parts.
Yeah. It's not nearby. It seems like most of the reason they want it taken care of is because this dragon occasionally leaves that lair and goes to spew acid on the local towns.
But yeah, if he's not finding anything decent paying and somewhat more low to mid-range, he'll head back to the inn eventually.
Okay.
Grab some dinner and sleep.
Yeah. All right. So, unless there's anything that people want to do tonight.
Nope.
The night passes pretty much uneventfully. You're now 3 days out. In the morning, you all come down at the time that you might tend to. Amabel, the older lady who was with Ragnar, or Click Clack and Ska's group initially, is already sitting at the bar, seems to have some variety of coffee and meats for breakfast. None of your other allies seem to be around just yet. Though, actually, let me check that. Because there's a chance you could. Oh, well, yeah. You see Heliana, who seems to just be sitting in one of the rafters. With the natural one, she wasn't very sneaky.
Yeah, jeez.
Ska will just kind of stare at her.
Oh, that's a good idea.
She'll sort of give you a long look, and if Ska's the one looking, she'll sort of incline her head towards the rooms and balance along the balcony, walking that way.
Yeah, Ska will follow. Because why not? This can only end well.
Okay. So yeah, given her natural one, you all see this happening. If
Mm-hmm.
so, Scott, you eventually make your way to the rooms that your group has rented. To find Heliana in one of them, sort of just sitting at the small desk in this room. Close the door.
Is she alone in the room?
Yeah.
Alright. Skull will close the door.
I apologize I didn't make more full introductions before. Or sometimes there is prudence in not talking too extensively to those that do not understand. It has been a long time since I recognized another from my homeland. I am Helenana. Why did I make her name that? I'm Helenana. I am Lady of the 12th Continent with the silver blades forged of the Holy Trinity of Calafren.
Skull just kind of stare at her for a second.
Ska, you know those words. They don't mean anything to you.
Yeah. Like I said, she'll just stare for a moment and then go, yeah. I don't really know what any of that means because I was raised by not elves.
You're a lostling?
Sure. I mean, until fairly recently, I couldn't even remember Elvish all that well. My life has been weird.
Every path takes us a dozen places, if the grass doesn't eat us first. Do you intend to return to your home? I can take you.
Well, it hasn't really been my home for a very long time.
It will not have missed you. That is not how it is.
Yeah, there's not really anybody waiting for me, though, so...
How old could you be? You do not look more than 1,000.
Yeah,
At
not
most.
even close to that, but...
Well then, yes, you should have family waiting, shouldn't you?
No.
You are a very strange lost thing.
As far as I know, all of my family is dead.
Scott, what languages did you pick up again?
Undercommon...
Put the language thing in chat.
Oh, yeah. I didn't take an additional because I just learned Elvish completely again.
Right, yeah. She says something that you don't understand. It sounds vaguely like Elvish and vaguely nostalgic, but the exact words of it escape you. Well, I am here, and it would be a pleasure to guide you home. Though, unfortunately, I have a debt to pay first.
Well, I thank you for the offer, but the people I'm with have become my home.
You can think that for now, Ghostling. You can think that for generations. But home never leaves us. Not this home.
I don't even know what it looks like anymore.
It feels recent on you. You may have more clues than you think.
Yeah,
You
my
have had
brain's just a
contact
little
with
fuzzy.
something from your home in weeks, months from ago, or at most.
Well, I just know I haven't been there in a long time and my brain's a little fuzzy on the whole thing. Like, I don't even know what my real name is anymore. Because it hasn't been said in, 30 years.
True name is a dangerous thing to lose.
It's not so much that I lost it, just that I can't remember it. I mean, she kind of taps her head. It's got to be up there someplace.
Well, better lost than stolen, I suppose.
True. Very true.
Yeah. And she'll leave. She fucks up again. Nope, she's gone.
Disappears.
Like,
I love how
you see
from a
the
nat
door
1 to a
open.
natural 20.
And, like, in the moment of that movement, you don't see her anymore.
And I'm in her room?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, Scott's just gonna, I'm not gonna, search the room or anything, but I'm,
Yeah.
She's gonna do, a glance around just to see if there's anything, she left out.
Make me an investigation. Shouldn't be too hard.
14. Alright.
There isn't a ton out. There's a small bag that's just on the bed. Doesn't seem to have anything particularly valuable in it. You do notice, under the bed, just sort of glancing under, you see a small pot.
Okay. Is there anything in the pot, or is it just a...
Not at this time.
Okay. I'm not going to take it or anything. So, I'll head back down.
All right.
See what the others are doing.
Yeah. Okay. Anything anyone else wanted to do right away when waking up?
Yes.
Okay.
We are all in separate rooms.
Yeah.
Click Clack will get up a little bit early.
Mm-hmm.
Go downstairs, see if he can find just a bowl.
Okay.
Just a bowl that he can use.
It's an inn. You can find a bowl.
Yeah. Go get some water. Fill the bowl with water.
Okay.
Go find Alistair's room.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find. Alistair, would you have locked your room?
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh, that's okay. He's not going inside. And he will go to making an elaborate, or an intricate situation to where when he opens the door, it's going to dump the water on him.
Okay.
Does the door open out into the corridor or into the room?
feel like doors open into rooms.
Generally, yes.
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's a decently nice place, but it's still a fantasy inn. The door probably can open either way a little bit.
Okay.
Okay,
That
make
makes it
me
trickier, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. You just need something that's tense that will
Yes, exactly.
that's perpendicular, essentially. That or something that'll snap like a hair string.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a do you have a particular role you think that setting this up would be?
Yes. These tools?
Sure.
Well, there's a 23.
Okay, that is... And make me just a general stealth check, because this is pretty elaborate.
19.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so Alistar, I have an important question, and this is entirely up to you. Would you have gone to bed alone last night?
Was there the option of not?
I just said it's entirely up to you.
Then
Not
no.
with any of your party members or the allies, but there's a lot of random people here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then. Yeah. Okay. So at some point during like the late evening, Alistar disappears upstairs with like a fairly average-looking kind of. What's the distribution of races in here like?
There's a fair number of humans and dwarves, a few elves, a few halflings, maybe a tiefling or two.
Let's go with a fairly butch dwarf then.
Okay.
And then later in the evening, when it was like getting real late, he came back down again.
Yeah, sounds legit.
And this time, it went off with an elf. I'm building cultural relations. That's what I'm going to call it, and shut up. So there is an elf of probably indeterminate gender, because let's face it, they're elves. In Alistar's room in the morning.
Okay. Someone flip me a coin. Roll me 1d2, I guess.
On it.
It's a 1.
Alright. So, Click Clack, are you staying to watch the trap, or are you...
Hell yes!
Okay. So...
Click Clack will go and... Is there a railing nearby that you can watch from? Actually, perch on the railing and watch.
Alright. So... Not exactly early morning. The door to Alistar's room opens. And your trap goes off quite successfully.
Wonderful.
And suddenly there's a very incensed-looking elven person glancing around that does not resemble Alistar.
Click Clack squawks and very quickly like just falls backwards with his feet still clenched around the railing.
Make me a stealth check with disadvantage because you don't have anything to hide behind, really?
13? God, that was some shitty rolling.
Let's see how the random NPC does. Doesn't seem to see you and just leaves in a huff.
Wait until I give it about 30 seconds. Carefully pull myself back up. Go peek inside. Still asleep. Set it back up.
Okay.
Yep.
Hang on. If they've left and screamed, I think I've woken up.
That's true. That is very probable.
I think the scream is something that would wake me up. I'm not,
Okay.
I'm not uncaring.
They didn't scream. They mostly just huffed, but...
Oh, okay.
But
no,
I mean,
you're right.
still,
That very likely.
there is generally a loud exclamation when you get
Yeah.
water dumped on you.
Yeah, and there's also the sound of a bucket falling.
That as well.
What?
Ragnar and Sky, you definitely both are aware of this at this time. Yeah. So Alistar, you do wake up, obviously.
I like sort of come outside and I'm like, what, huh, what, huh, what?
Click just plays it off and shrugs and walks off.
Okay. Are we're not under attack? Okay, good. Yeah, cool. All right, great, cool, great. Oh, anyone got any food?
The end does downstairs.
Yep.
You also
Your living expenses have been paid up for a week.
Wanders off. Huh? Where did Aralath go? I think that was their name. You know what? I don't remember. Oh well. Coffee? Anyone for some coffee? I could really use some. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna go get some food.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go with.
So you all make it down to food eventually. Shortly after all of the commotion upstairs. Sylvester and Zalwyn, who again were with the Ragnar half of the team, seem to be whispering something to each other as they head down the stairs. Zalwyn seems really concerned about something, and Sylvester's just basically calm, probably trying to calm her down.
Hey, everything all right?
They look to each other, and Zalwyn will, of course.
Inside?
Sure.
Okay. Walk off.
Yeah, can I also do insight on that?
Yep.
7. Eh.
Killing it.
19!
Click, it looks like they had a fight or something. That would be
Okay.
your best guess with a 7. Scott, with a 19, it seems like Zawin is very upset about something, and Sylvester is trying to calm her down, but she's not going to admit weakness in front of everyone.
Okay. Scott's not going to bring it up.
Yeah.
Because tact.
When do they teach that in giant school?
I mean, they
That's
teach
an
that
innate
in...
elven ability.
Oh.
You're a half-elf, so, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't have that racial modifier.
Exactly.
There is also a sopping wet elf at the bar ordering a morning drink.
Hey, good looking. Have I met you?
Kinku eyes widen as he prepares to watch someone's ass get kicked.
Scott will
Not
stifle a
necessarily, but Alistar, suddenly there's a hovering orb of water directly above your head that drops on you.
Huh. That's a yes. Flash.
giggle.
Well, I probably deserved that, but I don't remember it, so I'm sorry. Or I'm not, depending on what happened. Was it... No, you know what? Don't... I'll ask you later.
Yeah. Just goes immediately back to drink. Okay.
Scott will order a drink for that elf.
Comical hat ringing out moment. Where he, like, you know, wrings out his hat and water
Don't
comes
you
out.
have a really fancy hat?
Yeah.
Yep.
A
Okay.
chapeau with a feather. Fine.
All right. So,
Anybody who's lingering around the common room, Ragnar will share what he found out about employment options, given that there's something of a dearth of them around here, unless we want to go try and kill an ancient black dragon.
Is that not what we do?
I love how Click Clack and I both kind of had the same reaction. Like, do we? Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Scott will kind of like look at Ragnar and just be like, I think maybe we should try to get home. I don't know exactly where we are, so that might make things hard.
Well, I can tell you that we seem to be in a similar place than we were before we left, except, of course, back on the surface and such now. But the location of the plane of our current existence is somewhat removed. It's like a shadow copy of the one that we come from. Either that or this one is the real one, and we've been living in a shadow copy our entire lives.
Elsa's like numbing away. He's like, well, yeah, but it's a real good one. Like, like very, very good work, very detailed. Most things like this, they only cover like a building or a town or a defined small area. So if we're still in the whatever it is copy where, I wonder if there's another me in here. But anyway, if we're still in here, then and we've come this far, then it's something special.
Yeah. I guess I'm not as worried about like where we are as possibly when we are, because they don't seem to know about the frost wall or anything.
I mean, it could just be that didn't happen here.
It's either an alternate universe or we are so far back in time that it hasn't happened yet. And either
Clack
way,
holds up one finger.
the first one?
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I don't know which would be better.
Because at that point, you repeat. I'm pretty sure I only ever heard it from Ragnar and not the person who actually said it. But from the mind flayer surrounded house, the thing about not thinking about it as traveling in time. I do not remember the exact words. Like Clack is a kinku.
I believe Ragnar said something about the crazy shaman lady said we shouldn't think about it as traveling in time.
Yes, that is correct.
But, with Ragnar's voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy shaman lady said that we shouldn't consider it as traveling in time nearly so much as traveling in some other fashion. She was very non-specific.
No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Lots of sense.
Yeah.
I like the idea
Alistair,
that,
you need some more bacon there, lad.
I like the idea.
Yeah, please.
Alistair did not notice that it wasn't Ragnar doing the speaking at that particular moment, and it was Click Clack because he hasn't looked up from his food.
Nope.
Yep. I like that as well.
Okay.
Okay, so then the question is, then the question remains, do we want to go home? And if
Yes.
we do, how do we get there?
We'll probably have to find ourselves a powerful wizard or something.
So are you guys just having this conversation in the common area?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably for somewhat quietly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can.
I was gonna say,
herself.
Alistar isn't quiet.
Okay, so she doesn't successfully stealth because she's shit. Heliana
Looks around. You're a bit shit, aren't you? You gotta stop sneaking
walks
up on
up
us.
behind the group of you. You need to go to a plane that is not quite this one, but is very similar and is extensive as this one.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
She'll direct her. She'll sort of give Ska a slight nod and then direct her view entirely at Alistar. On my faith and on the silver blades and the continent into which I am from, I acknowledge my debt to you. I am able to take you where you're going if that is the sort of payment you would require. If we journey through my home, we can in return where you to wherever you would need to be.
Huh. I had not considered it
It
a
is
debt.
not an offer
Well,
made lightly, but to pay my life debt.
I gladly accept. See, guys, no need for any of your boring planning or questions or asking where we should go next. We just fall blindly into whatever's happening, like true adventurers. Heedless.
Ska's gonna put a
Oh,
hand
roll.
on Ragnar's shoulder just to like steady herself.
A roll bounces off the side of Alistar's head.
I mean, by which, of course, I do obviously mean, yes, thank you very much. I would appreciate that and consider your debt fully paid.
I defer to you in this, but I might recommend that we leave before he begin this ritual that the halfling spoke of. Such things can disrupt.
What
Travel.
ritual I may have forgotten.
The lunar binding that these rangers intend to place upon their Underdark.
I may have forgotten again. I'll take your word for it, my lady. Let's go.
Are you all ready to depart?
Looks around.
We'd best attend to the other individuals that we've collected along our way, see if any of them are going to be coming along with us.
Of course.
Bunch of free spirits. Yeah, we'll see if they want to come.
And so Ragnar will go talk to everybody more or less individually or as he finds them.
Okay.
And basically be like, we've got some objectives that we need to pursue, and we'd love to have you along. There'll be some interplanar travel involved, but we're heading out as a group.
Lariet'll, there's a lot of rich people in this. No, that part wasn't in the conversation. Ignore that.
Think of it this way, Laureate. You'd be traveling to a plane where there's an equal number of wealthy individuals, but nobody there knows your name or wants to arrest you for anything yet.
You make an excellent point. I'm in.
I knew I had her on the hook.
Sylvester and Zawin, you kind of spoke to them about what you guys were doing next already.
Right.
Zawin will... Yeah, I don't... And then she'll sort of nudge Sylvester and he'll speak up. Coming along would serve our purposes, but have you given any thought to what we said about the possible dangers?
Well, as far as possible dangers are concerned, yes, I've been considering that eventuality, and believe that with a number of us assembled, we'll be able to handle and mitigate those risks when and if we encounter them. And of course, a bit more information would be helpful, but at this point, I believe the objectives that are imposing on our own responsibilities are of a scope where we would have to assay those risks as they come along.
Okay. And just to shortcut this a little more, Amabel will decline. She's done with her adventuring days and really just wanted to get out of prison. Chloe will agree. Seeing other planes works for her. It's a good as place as any to get some stories.
Plus, she hasn't heard Alistar's music yet.
Yes, she has. She played with him last night.
Oh, that's right. Derr.
What Ragnar means is we haven't made sweet music. No, stop it.
Yeah,
Maywin, if you go to find her, is busy prepping for the ritual that will seal off a fourth of the world, and it cannot currently be bothered with your nonsense.
I figured probably
another
not.
roll bounces off the side of Alistar's head.
I'm waiting for Alistar to grab and put him in his pockets for later.
What do you mean later? He eats them.
Not
That works too.
unexpected.
Yep.
I mean, eat for later. Free food.
As long as they have the required effect, which it has so far.
Ragnar, you have paid for rooms for a month, and you may be spending one night here. So, good job.
No, only
It
a
was
week.
only a week.
Only a week. Mhm.
Okay.
That is the adventuring way, though.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, is there anything else? What's next? You guys gonna...
Do we need to do shopping before we go?
Set up a tab in Ragnar's name and then start a drinking contest.
and then plane shift in order to skip out on the bill.
Yes.
Well, you paid for a week, so, they've got money.
Ragnar
so
doesn't
we
really
need-
have anything else to do. No, he's if there's an exit in the offering, he's ready to take it.
Someone mentioned shopping?
Scott asked if
we need
anyone...
to.
Yeah, if we needed to go shopping.
I know.
No, I'm good.
Ragnar's good for
Scott will-
now. The only things he needs to buy, he doesn't have enough money to afford yet, so that's why he's
We're
looking
going
for
on
work.
an adventure.
Scott's gonna buy whatever, the cheapest bottle of wine they've got at the inn.
For
Right.
medicinal purposes.
No,
Okay.
there is. I stand corrected. There are a couple of things that Click Clack
Sure.
probably should buy before we go, but I don't imagine they'll be particularly hard to find. Not a full bag, but he does need to replace some of his ball bearings.
Probably easier to find a full bag, but yeah, you can do that.
He'll take a full bag. You can never have too many ball bearings.
Yep.
And
How much is this bottle of wine gonna set me back?
2 silver.
Okay, I can do that.
Cheap.
Piece of chalk.
27 round sticks of dynamite.
I mean, if there's dynamite, he'll buy dynamite.
Make
I
an investigation
suspect
roll.
It's not dynamite.
Please make an investigation roll.
12?
With the 12, you don't find any dynamite. You do find explosives of various varieties at one store.
Like alchemist fire kind of stuff?
Yeah, there's also a few things that use black powder. You're not familiar enough with black powder to know exactly what they do. But the shopkeep will assure you, oh, they definitely explode. Definitely. I can demonstrate. We have some store models.
An 8. He nods.
All right. She'll take you out to the back where there's a cleared out stone quarry space with a slight, like, domed roof to it. And you might want to stand back a little bit. Take one of these bombs, light it, toss it. There is this deafening explosion and some soot blows back in your face. Ooh, we packed that.
Eyes wide. Puts up hand rubbing fingers together as if to say how much.
They're typically lethal. When selling to individuals, we're not allowed to sell that many because we had a kind of an incident with a guy burning down government buildings with them. So they are for 5 gold each, maximum purchase of 3.
15 gold hits the table.
Click Clack leaves, and then another Kenku comes in with a giant, comically oversized moustache and glasses. And says,
and he'll take how many flats of alchemist fire do they have?
They have 5
That's a pretty
at
loud
market
bang.
rate.
Okay,
What else has this shop got?
he'll buy 5 flats of alchemist
Explosives.
Uh-huh.
fire. And a single vial of acid if they've got it.
Okay. Yeah, you can get an acid vial.
So there's 200. Hold on.
So you have 3 dubious bombs, alchemist, 5 vials of alchemist fire, and 1 vial of acid.
Oh wait, hang on. No, we just gave Jeremy, the person with the ability to roll more natural ones than I've ever seen in my life, 3, count them, 3 chances to self-immolate.
I want to point out
I have
that this is like very tame compared to Star Wars, where you guys have how many how many explosives?
How many frag grenades?
We have a we have a pallet of frag grenades.
144. 144 at least.
You want a detonite charge? There you go.
Yep. And there's one inside my robot's chest. Because that's the best place to put it.
So 5.
I play campaign. I run games with a lot of explosives. That probably says something about me. Sorry.
And
He's
a
holding
vial
a
of acid, and that was
detonator.
230, 275, so 290 gold. Worth it!
Just because I don't want anyone to feel like they were cheated. Anyone buying health potions,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we find health potions?
make me an investigation roll.
Please roll well.
What if I'm looking for just
17.
potions generally?
Hmm?
Potions generally, like general potions that might do any number of things.
You can make me an investigation roll as well, I guess.
Where the fuck is the button? There it is.
Okay, Alistar, you just follow Ska.
Yeah.
Scott, you eventually find it's a little bit out of the way, probably over by the ranger station, a slightly run down occult supplies carrier that has sort of comically oversized bubbling potions in the window. When you walk in, the shelves are lined with various colors of glistening, glowing, some of them have things floating around in them, potion bottles.
Okay.
Behind the counter. The counter is gnome-sized. Behind the counter is a gnome.
That's convenient.
So both of you feel very tall in this store where everything is clearly pointedly built at gnome size.
Hey, you know, I'm used to feeling tall.
What can I help you with?
I was looking for healing potions, if you have any.
Ooh, well, I never care very many of those. Renters tend to buy me out of stock. But I have some. Oh, sorry, that's test roll.
Yeah, sorry, I was test rolling because I now have enough reasons to do improvised ranged attacks that I should have just like one button click on the sheet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. I just wanted to check to make sure it wasn't like an insight.
Nope.
And for half a second, I was like, Click-Clack is attacking this gnome? What did this gnome do to you?
Provided
Okay.
a convenient
150 gold
opportunity,
each
that's
for
what.
your standard healing potions.
150 gold?
Mhm.
Scott will pull out the little pouch that has the 4 gems in it that were worth 200 gold. Pull out 3 of those gems. These are worth that much.
He'll sort of take a spyglass, look at him. Magnifying glass, excuse me, look at him. Yep, I bet you could cash those in for just about that much. That would be my guess.
Could I give them to you and then you could cash them in?
Ooh. Anything else in that bag?
In this bag?
One with the gems, yeah.
There's one more gem, but that's it.
Tell you what, give me all 4 gems. I'll give you the potion, and I'll throw in a little random freebie.
Yes! Do it! Take the deal!
Depends on what the freebie is.
Take the deal! Potluck, it's great!
He'll sort of gesture to some kind of paper bags, essentially, on the top shelf. Secret potion. You won't know what it is until you get it. It's a freebie box.
Come on, he's only going to have these for a limited time. If
Is
we
this
don't get
is
them
this
now,
Alchemist
we'll never
Loot
get
Crate?
them.
No,
Yeah,
this is
that's
me
the
passive-aggressively subtweeting certain con sellers.
Legit. Like
Legit.
100% legit.
What do you say?
Well, it's not a freebie if it's costing me extra.
Scott, take the deal!
But yes, it is, because you're paying for the thing, and I'm throwing something in with your purchase.
Right, but see, these
In order
3
to accept a
gems...
currency that is not my own. I'm quite a generous seller, aren't I?
you know, these 3 gems are worth what you're asking me for, and you're asking for more than that to give me something for free, which would then just be costing
Have
me...
you ever heard of exchange rates? Have you ever heard of price market? Helps
I
fluctuations
swear
in the
to
market.
God, I'm having Wizard World flashbacks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Kid, this deal won't be here forever. Dear, you gotta get in on it now. How? Oh, I know there's people who buy my potions with good, hard, real money. And if you don't want to buy them, I can sell them to other people just as easily. Lee, I'm being very generous with you right now, miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Alistair, if you want to do it, go for it.
Here's 50 gold.
150 for the potion. And if you want
She's
to
paying
feed...
for the potions, I'm paying for the freebie.
No.
No look of
That's-
recognition in his eyes whatsoever.
That's not what's happening here, Alistar.
Yes,
and
it
he
is.
goes back into that motor mouth. Well, if you have coin on you, you have 150 coin on you. Then you could get the potion for 150. Unfortunately, he's only you got gems, and the gems are gonna cost you a little more if you want the freebie. And the gold, if you want with gold, hold 75 gold plus 3 gems. You can get the freebie and the main one. How's that sound?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you just said, but yes.
No,
Excellent.
I'm not giving up
75
my
gold,
stuff.
sir.
You have fun with that, and Scott's gonna leave.
Oh, well, if she's not here, I can still offer you the freebie for 75 gold.
No, that's fine. I was just taking the piss out of her, to be honest. Can I just have the 3 health potions for 150? Yeah.
So that's going to be...
Good deal, mate. Well done. I like your style.
450
Wait,
gold.
No,
You've got great
you're
patter.
fucking with the GM. One health potion for 153 would be whatever that number is multiplied, in which he gets correct and the GM does not.
450. Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's 1 potion was 150, not 3 for 150.
Oh, I misheard. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's why Scott was like, I'm not gonna give you 200 gold worth of gems for a single potion and something else.
In that case, yeah, I've only got enough for the 1, so I'll just take the 1.
All right, have a great day. Hey, thank you for shopping. And Kier, please come back in the future. If you
Yeah.
come back like 3 more times, you might, and I remember your face correctly, I might give you that 4th free print that I promised.
Sorry, who are you?
I suppress an instinctual urge for Click Clack to walk in, having heard none of this conversation, punch him in the face as hard as possible, and walk out.
Okay.
So while they're
As
all doing
clarification,
this,
I have worked as an artist at cons before. I know that it's challenging. I know that the
Yes.
prices are as confusing for you guys as they are for us. This is
Yeah.
me being passive aggressive at the people that make it this way.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That
totally.
said, people who are like, oh, well, try to use things like, well, you don't have sales tax, so I have a reason for charging. Yeah.
Actually, can I try and convince him that he should sell me the potions for 150? Because then I'll go and spread. Because basically
The
what I'll do,
potion
mate.
costs 150.
Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll go and spread the word of your potion shop to the world at large. See, I'm a bard, I'm very popular, I'm a very famous and good-looking, you may have noticed, adventurer, and basically what I'm saying is, I will spread the word of you, I'll give you exposure, and then once you get exposure, then
Yes,
you'll make
we
more
do
money.
have a deal for that. Let me tell you about it. All right, you buy the potions at a slightly discounted price, and then you can sell all those to your constituents, and you can have them join the company.
Oh my god! He's a fucking
And once
fucking
10
Amway!
people join the company, off of you'll start making money as well.
I
Oh
suppressed
god, it's
the
a
urge.
pyramid scheme.
I suppressed the urge to plant my newly found explosives around his shop.
I was gonna say, I think this
I'm
guy
so
has
excited
just.
about you going to the explosives place first.
I think this guy has just graduated from deserves a punch in the face to, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna level his premises.
Scott's now thinking, should I try
The
and
Varn's
send
camera
the
is frozen
bird
for me, so I'm not
to
sure if he.
steal from this dude?
Frozen for me too.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lauren, you there?
I think I
Nope.
made him walk off. Okay.
No, I think his
I think
internet
he's
might
just his internet
dropped.
is lagging probably, but
I know, I'm joking.
while they're doing that though,
Yep.
since he's got some time, Ragnar is gonna go looking to see if anybody's got armor to sell.
Okay, yeah. You can find a fair amount of at market rate armor.
Okay.
Nothing necessarily enchanted or fancy, but if you want full plate, half plate, stuff like that, they got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, no, he would be looking for some level of magic armor and just seeing how much it cost.
Make
But,
me an investigation roll.
okay.
After leaving the potion shop, Scott's gonna see if she can find a spot
13.
to sell. To see
Okay.
if someone will buy a hand axe from her.
Yeah, someone will buy a hand axe for standard resale, so half of the book price.
Okay. I will figure out how much that is later.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Navard, we can't hear you, so
Yeah.
apparently he can hear us. Sorry about that. Sorry, Jack. You wanted to. Fuck, I got distracted. Armor, 13. So yes, you find somewhere that an emporium of mystic attire. Behind, sort of, the room has like mannequins set up in it, and a shopkeep just wandering around between them. There's a small fitting area in the back.
Okay, yep. So he'll just wander in, obviously wearing his own. Hey, Alistar's back.
Yep, I'm here.
And just ask if they have any, looking in the market for a bit of well, as you see, I favour the heavier suits myself, and if you've got anything that's of like composition, but with some level of magical enhancement to it, I'd be interested in seeing what sort of asking price you have.
Oh, we have not as much in the varieties of armor. The person will sort of fold one of the cloaks and put it back on a shelf. We mostly specialize in more common attire. However, we do have a few things. These armors, for instance, can look however or might be convenient for you. If you'd prefer for it to seem like you're wearing your professional robes, but still will have the protection of armor, or simply just want to vary your fashion from day to day. These, we don't have much in the way of additional protection, unfortunately, but we do have some specific items that might fit your bill. Mostly in the leathers. He'll take you to a different part of the stock. This leather armor, for instance, once a day can emit a blindingly bright light of radiance to defend you from an incoming attack.
Interesting. What else you have?
We have armor that allows you to breathe underwater. We have armor that it offers you better climbing capabilities. We have armor that it you can put on and take off like the simplest of cloaks.
All right, well, thank you for the information. I'll speak with my companions and see if any of these will fit our needs then.
Of course, please come back again. And as you leave, he activates his own cloak of billowing.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
Alistar's in spirit is like, I wonder how fast I can get out of my clothes.
Okay, so I broke it down and it was like 5 gold for the thing, so like 2 gold, 5 silver. Does the gold look, or does the coinage look the same?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like any different.
Make me a history roll.
I'm good at those, hopefully. Nope, nat 1. God damn it.
Coins seem to be coins, and they seem to be taking your coins, so it's working fine.
Alright, Scott's still going to take the coins that she got for the hand axe and put them in a separate place from the rest of her money.
Is Ska starting an interplanar coin collection?
Well, she has a thought process that she's trying to deal with at the moment. But her memory is fuzzy, and therefore it's not working so well.
But after looking for armor, Ragnar's gonna head back and touch base with everybody else and prepare to depart.
Okay, so Alistar, we're gonna go back to you real quick.
Mm.
Yeah, hand axes are 5, so you would 2.5.
Cool.
Alistar, I don't know how much of it you caught, but he essentially told you that yes, of course we have a partnership program. It comes with a slight discount on all merchandise, which we encourage people to use to sell our wonderful wares far and wide. And also, if you get 10 people to come back to the store and also enroll in the partner program, we'll start paying you money.
Sounds
That is,
good.
of course, until those people still have enough people coming in to join the partner program from them, and then we will have to unencumber that by selling product.
I have actually run this one, so good effort. I like the patter. I'll pass.
Geez, this is just Aaron is passive aggressive at sales things today.
There is never a wrong time to be passive aggressive towards fucking Amway. And other similar organizations, because I know Amway's not the only one.
One of the ones that pitched to me is a knife selling thing. You have to be comfortable inviting yourself into people's homes to sell them knives.
No!
Was their tagline.
Absolutely not.
And it was this sort of setup.
Hello.
I'm not making this up. I job search regularly. And on that, I think we're going to go to break real quick.
All right, we will be back in a few, everybody. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, at this time, having turned down the great opportunity to be part of a really meaningful business where you work for yourself, Alistar has returned, having sold a Handex. Ska has returned, having acquired bombs. Click-Clack has returned, and having not acquired new armor, Ragnar has returned.
Yep.
You all assemble in the inn, presumably with NPCs, unless you want to have a private conversation about what you are doing.
Nope. We'll take anybody who's coming along.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
This can only end well.
And you head out.
Well, first we have to ask Helena.
Yeah.
What exactly is this venue by which we'll be traveling back to the plane?
We'll travel through my homeland, and from there I can take you to one of the spires. You should be able to return to your own realm from there.
Fair enough. I suppose we'll be following you then.
And she'll sort of look to Ska. I'm sorry we aren't going any closer to your own homeland, though I'm sure it will call to you.
It's okay. Thank you. Truly.
Lostlings. And yeah, she'll just sling her bow around her back and start heading out through the city. Presumably with all of you in tow.
Yep.
As you walk, you find that she is taking you out of the city towards the natural area. But you also find that things are starting to get a bit fuzzy, a bit different. Here or there, there's patches of grass that doesn't quite look like the grass around it. There's moments where you look up. You could have sworn that the sky was red a few seconds ago, but that it looked bright. It looks bright blue instead, and then nope, it's back to the red that you were expecting. And you travel this way. I want everyone except for Ska to make me wisdom saving throws.
Ooh.
23.
Fail. Damn it.
12 or 17, depending on whether I'm within 10 feet of Ragnar at that particular moment.
Yep. And I should probably start rolling the NPCs privately because I've been plugging up the log a lot. Helena doesn't have any concerns, so it's just those. Oh, okay. Yeah, and eventually, like, you guys almost blink and you find yourself in a field of sunflowers twice as tall as any of you with thick stems and a bright blue sky above.
Well, that's a bit weird.
Twisting sun. Yeah. You're all there. And you notice Chloe, the red-haired woman bard, sort of looking around and starting to stare at one of the sunflowers. She begins to hum a soft tune, and it seems almost like this flower sways in the breeze with her as she makes her music. And slowly this rather thick stem starts to peel open in front of her, revealing a maw of teeth that she just very He out of
Oh, we are interrupting that shit right now.
Make me an initiative check.
Soon as there's teeth. God damn it.
I've seen enough anime to know how this goes bad.
I don't get it.
It's not an anime thing. This is a comics thing.
I knew that too, but
Yeah, Ragnar, you are not quite quick enough as she reaches out her hand and barely seems to notice as her arm starts to get chomped on and chopped off, this plant pulling her deeper within it.
Yeah, we are taking that. Like, how big around are these stems, like, at the base?
Maybe like 6 feet, 7 feet across.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to try and wrestle her out of there, then.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, grapple.
Oh, you lot! Get in here!
yeah, Click-Clack's going to
Oh, Jesus,
stab-
fuck. That's a natural one on an
Click-Clack's
athletics
going
check.
to Stab the plant to hopefully distract it.
Make me an attack roll, Click-Clack.
Alright.
Because Ragnar is grappling her, this will not affect his roll.
Do
But
I
she
get
doesn't
it
have a
then?
great athletics because she's a bard.
Do I technically have flanking?
Sure.
Okay.
Click like I want you to murder the shit out of
19.
this sunflower.
Yeah. And because she rolled a natural 2, she does manage to beat Ragnar, sort of yanking past him, this song becoming more urgent and loud as she calls upon the flower. Click, click, make me your damage roll.
Okay.
You do have sneak attack.
I just need to check something really quick because I realized I may not have updated something.
Oh.
Sorry, what do I think has happened here?
The plant's eating.
So you guys walked into a field of really tall fucking sunflowers.
Yeah.
Chloe, the bard, started
Yeah.
to sing. One of the flowers started to move in response, and she started walking over to it. Hit it, grew some teeth, and started eating her.
Right, okay. So I don't think that she, like, caused that to happen. It was an accident. Okay, I get it.
So that's 17 piercing damage.
Okay. You hear Chloe sort of sob as you hit the flower. No. and try and continue her song. She is mostly she has lost most of an arm and her upper torso at this point. And Ragnar, you're kind of face first in the dirt, having completely missed your grapple.
That's okay. I'm coming up swinging.
Okay. Make me that roll.
All right. We are going to use a bonus action for branding smite. Because this is this obviously looks very plant-like, right?
Yep.
Okay. First attack, 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Right, 10 radiant damage plus 9 more, and I believe the target is on fire. Let me find my character sheet. Or my player's handbook.
Alistair and Scott, as you're not actually engaged with this, make me perception checks.
Okay.
And then second attack. $27 for 9 radiant damage. Oh, I get to reroll that, I think.
Got 21 on perception.
Okay. So Alistair and Scott, you both see, as Chloe, you also see Sylvester sort of reach towards one of the flowers, but Zawin basically instantly stops him. With the 20 and 21, you both hear her say, I order you to stay by my side. You have your contract. This thing has no bearing over you. Just very levelly with a sort of palm directly in the middle of his chest. Yeah, Ragnar, did you say it catches fire? Or?
I believe so. I'm just looking up details to be sure. Oh, no. Branding Smite is not that one. Never mind. Just takes the damage.
Yeah, that's plenty of damage, though. So yeah, you strike out at this plant, and it erupts in a moment of holy fire. Chloe collapses on the ground unconscious and bleeding really heavily. Again, some of her torso, her entire left arm is just missing, and the rest of her is kind of a bloody mess.
Yeah.
Does she look like she's, like, at
Dying?
0 hit
Yes.
points, like, dying?
I was going to say, yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to lay on hands there.
I was gonna say, because I can do spare the dying. But if you have lay on hands, that
He'll
works
expend a
too.
charge of lay on hands and get her at least 10 hit points back.
Okay. Yeah. The wounds sort of start to cauterize over. A lot of the blood recedes back into the body.
I don't know
Yep.
if it's possible. Could we find her arm and try and reattach it before I do that?
Make me an investigation roll, I guess.
I will also roll that one.
Click-clack finds it.
20.
You find all of the pieces of it. It's kind of been shredded by this thing's razor fangs.
Hey, but nat 20 gets you all the pieces, so that's good. Does anyone have mending? Oh, wait.
Yeah, Ragnar, with lay on hands, you're not going to be able to reattach it.
Okay.
Would Cure Wounds be able to reattach it?
No.
I think that's
We're
more
gonna
of
need-
a greater restoration sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have
I was
that.
going to say, those are restoration spells.
Yeah.
Sorry, I needed to get my food.
No worries.
Oh,
We are
good.
going to need to wait until we get, like, someone with, like, greater restoration or regenerate. But if somebody has regenerate, they have lesser restoration.
I only have one level in Cleric. I don't have that.
I was going to say, I've got lesser restoration.
There are always things at your disposal. Sometimes high-level spells are complicated, though.
Yep.
Yep.
And Scott, just make me a wisdom save.
Oh dear. Do I get the 5 from Ragnar?
Yeah, sure.
25.
Okay, with the 25, this place is beyond familiar. Like, the way the breeze feels here, the grass under your feet, even like these abnormal plants, just the way the air tastes and the way the season feels. This is where you grew up. It's all of those like slight things you remember from childhood, that sort of soft scent of a specific town, something like that.
Okay. Sky will pick up like a rock or something from the ground
Mm-hmm.
and put it in her pocket.
Okay. Helena will. If you're done with the theatrics, we should keep moving.
Click clack from wherever he is. Just if I heard correctly, these are large plants. A feathered arm pokes up with remnants of arm.
Best leave it lay, click-clack. She's not in a position where we can get that back into her now.
Yeah, Chloe is. She's definitely healed, but she seems to still be unconscious. You don't get the sense magically. It's probably just the stress trauma has left her
How big is
unconscious
she?
for slightly longer.
Ragnar's carrying her.
I was gonna say, but how big is she?
She's a human. Not a, hugely built one. She's got a con of 0 modifier, so,
Scott will offer to carry her.
I've
0
got her.
modifier, not 0 con overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's got a con of 0. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
So she's
We've got a
dead.
problem. She is a third. She's a 3rd edition undead.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I miss ability
She's
damage
alive.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if Ragnar's got her, then that's fine, but Scott will at least offer.
Okay.
So was that leave the arm here?
Yeah.
Leave the pieces.
Alright. Click clack, as you set the pieces down, little roots come up from the soil and start grabbing onto them and dragging them down. Own grasping hands almost.
You hear sound. He doesn't actually do this, but you hear sounds from the bushes like someone is throwing up.
If Scott notices it, she'll probably say in giant, well, that's not creepy at all. So it sounds really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
None of you understand it.
regroup.
Yep. Alright. So, with Helena leading you, Scott, there is that sort of just general wave of nostalgia to this place. You trek through this field of giant sunflowers that do slowly, you notice, not necessarily at a perceptible rate, rotate in circles. So the flower seem to all simultaneously, very, very gradually turn from facing one way all the way around to face the same way again, 180 dial. Or 360.
Okay.
I did math at one point. 360 degrees. You continue walking through these docks for quite a while before the area around you opens up to just fields of green grass and blue sky. You see rabbits occasionally hopping at a far distance through this long meadow.
Are the rabbits unnaturally large as well?
No, the grass and the rabbits seem to be normal sized to your vision.
Okay. Yep, just keep Chloe moving and follow Helena.
Oh.
Just look at the rabbits, Chloe. Look at the rabbits. Come on, anyone?
Sorry, man.
Nobody read of Mice and Men?
I was exposed to the Cliff Notes version growing up, but that was during my
long time
literary
ago?
repressive era.
I feel like that was
not mandatory
when I
reading, and
was
therefore I did not read it.
really young person reading books that were not designed for my age group.
All the other ones.
Yeah.
I read the one about the dude who turned into a bug.
The Fly?
No.
Metamorphosis. Kafka.
Yeah.
That one was good.
Yes. No, Kafka.
I
Anyway.
did this again. Very long ago.
Fortunately, none of them turn into bugs, and none of you turn into bugs.
That was a really weird direction for a euthanization joke. Um,
Wow. Wow. Okay. Anyway,
Yep. You continue to head through this field. After a long time, it doesn't necessarily feel like you've been traveling for particularly long, but you feel your stellar selves all starting to get tired. Ska probably least, but
Ragnar looks around suspiciously at any plant growth to see if this is something that's being imposed upon him from an outside entity.
make me in perception.
10!
You don't see any suspicion things from the plants.
Okay.
But eventually, while you're still in this field, Helena will just sit down. This is where we should rest for the night. You are unused to traveling here.
Hey, that's for sure.
is it safe?
Does it look safe?
No place is safe. This is not a more dangerous area. Yeah, the local archphase is generally more benevolent.
Okay, well. Volunteers for watches, then. I'll take first.
holds up three fingers.
I'll take second.
Any of you skilled in the medicinal
Chloe's
arts?
unconscious.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, well, I'll go with second, I think.
Ragnar's
So
gonna
that's-
ask if anybody is skilled with medicinal practice and might be able to at least check Chloe over, make sure she's stabilized, and
Oh yeah, I can. I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay, she seems to still be unconscious.
She gets.
Sylvester will also volunteer for first watch.
alright.
Yep.
She gets 8 more health back. So hopefully,
Yeah, the last few of the wounds start to stitch up. She's clearly not. Actually, it mostly just seems like your spell worked.
okay. She's still unconscious though.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to leave her in front of me during your watch, I can at least be nearby.
I mean, he doesn't. He is technically proficient in medicine. Sylvester will make a roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Attaboy.
She's breathing and her heart seems steady. Yeah, I'd imagine it's just the trauma.
Here's hoping
Perhaps some
some rest
effect
will
of
do her
this
good.
land, and he'll sort of suspiciously glance at Nana.
Hopefully some rest will do her good.
Okay.
I mean, it won't, make the arm grow back, but
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't say. Click Clack did not say that. That was me being morbid and.
well,
that-
you're not
that was-
wrong.
That was Adele.
That was Adele. Or Selena.
Yep.
Let's be honest, that could have been a lot of your characters.
I think those are the only two that probably would have said that, to be fair.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Stefan
fair
would
enough.
have had the good sense not to say such a thing. Um,
I was thinking Talia would probably.
Corey wouldn't think it. No, Talia would not. Talia knows how people behave and knows that you don't say things disheartening to people who are in pain. No, Valis. Valis would definitely say that. Sorry. Anyways,
Yeah. So, unless there's anything you guys want to do, everyone helps out making some food, and first watch rolls around.
yep.
Ragnar, Sylvester will just sort of look out. He's wearing a few less wolf pelt cloaks now because it's much hotter here than it was in the the Deeplands.
Okay. Yeah, Ragnar will keep watch. If Sylvester's there, he'll try and talk to him a little bit.
Huh?
Yep. So how long have you been performing bodyguard for Miss Zawin over there?
At this time, it's been 23 years. It would have been her 5th birthday when we were.
Ah, so it's one of those lifelong commitment things, eh?
I guess you could put it that way.
And what's this thing she's looking for anyway?
She's looking for a person with certain capabilities, certain magics to their nature that can uphold a destiny she is not able to fulfill herself, but is meant to seek out those who can.
She's looking for a replacement then, is it?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
So what kind of destiny requires another individual to go find the person who needs it?
She's part of the destiny. It's the seeker finds the chosen one, and the chosen one fulfills the ritual, and the seeker trains the next seeker to train the chosen one that they have found.
What happens if the chosen one doesn't perform the ritual?
Unknowable evil is unleashed upon the world, and we all die. The end. Apocalypse.
Sounds pretty important then. What is it with people in not just ending the evil, but having to lock it away and constantly do weird shite in order to keep it from getting out again?
I don't know. I'd love to smash it with a sword. I'm told that's not possible.
There's a lot of people that say things like that aren't possible. In my opinion, it's just the matter of finding the right sword and the right hand to wield it. Who's there?
He'll sort of chuckle. It is, like, actually a little bit disconcerting for you. This is the first time you have seen or talked to Sylvester without Zawin around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very odd for him not to always stop and talk with her privately in the middle of
Before
everything.
saying something to anybody else, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, if nothing else happens, then we'll just wake up the second watch people when it's time.
I believe that is Laureate and Scar.
Yep.
Okay, Scar, is there anything you want to do?
I'm with Laureate.
Yep. As a reminder, she's the one who stabbed Ragnar.
Yep. As soon as Ragnar is asleep, Scott will ask Laureate, so, you knew him before?
I knew the person that had that face. The Tideborn.
What was he like? Anything like this?
Not at all. I didn't notice until afterwards, but the Ragnar I knew was quiet, studious, just as meticulous, but I don't know, different somehow.
What about his brother?
Really loved fireworks and bloodbaths and definitely the more outspoken of the two, always smiling.
Interesting. How long did you know them?
A few years on and off. No, I didn't say that. I never knew them, and I totally never stole anything for them, especially not like any amulets or golden skulls. None of that was in the conversation.
What conversation?
I like you. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. That's not who these people are now. The Tideborn are what the ocean brings back.
All of us are slightly broken in different ways.
Yeah, though, like, if you don't mind me being a little blunt, it kind of seems like you want to be that way more than you are that way.
Let's just say I haven't really found the right moment to try to not be that way.
Yeah, sure, that's how it works. That's none of my business. I'm gonna go steal from people who aren't in this reality at the moment. No, not steal. Get to know. Be friends with. I'm shit at this.
Yeah, you kind of are. Try not to steal from anyone who'd actually care.
I mean, aren't that many people who have stuff worth stealing that don't care if it's missing.
True.
It's a pretty
And-
small target pool.
She'll kind of lean down and whisper, but if you steal from Alistar, he might not remember he had it in the first place. And then she'll like back
Yeah,
away.
I'm not gonna risk that with the giant glowing sword of light that may impale me for fucking you guys over.
You know, that is a good point. And then Scott will just kind of be quiet unless she brings up anything.
Okay. Yep. So, actually, like, you know should make some gestures to the ears. That one, the other one who came in with me and Alistar.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know her?
Well, I mean, we just met. So, I don't really.
She said something like, I figured you guys had a history. Like, you were both from here or something?
Once upon a time, maybe.
Okay. And watch process mostly uneventfully. Third watch was...
Click clack.
Right.
And somebody.
Let's go with Zelwyn, because if Alistar's not taking a watch, that's who's left.
Okay.
We don't put Alistar on a watch.
I didn't ask.
That's because
Also-
by this point we have assumed.
We have assumed and we
Alistar
have
and
learned.
Click-Clack would be the worst watch combo, because Click-Clack would crank Alistar.
Yep.
Non-stop. Also, I would venture to say we probably have the lowest, the lowest combined wisdom scores of anybody in this group, PC or NPC.
Alistar has an annoyingly high stat line.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think Alistar's may be higher, because I don't think that either Laureate or Sylvester have any bonuses.
Well then.
Perception. Yep. So that sort of standoffish monk lady, or
Yep.
standoffish is Helena. The monk lady, who's always.
So yeah. Click Clack will, assuming that she isn't just completely ignoring the concept of watch. He'll definitely be awake. He is going to more get a bit of a workout in.
Okay.
Practice his footwork. Do some leaps over the fire. Other such things for probably the good first hour or so, and then settle down to.
This
Walk.
has been
Okay.
Midnight Parkour with Click Clack.
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
He
Maybe just
doesn't
in
try to-
general athletics, I guess,
Okay.
or acrobatics, your choice.
Acrobatics. I would prefer acrobatics. 18.
Yeah, you're getting a decent workout in. Zawin will watch you occasionally. She'll clearly have the impulse to correct the way you're landing or something, but she won't actually say anything.
I mean, he is showing off a little bit too. Let's be honest. He
Yeah.
is Click Clack. It's all about style.
So you do a 3-point landing at one point, and she's just like, "Oh,
Mm? Mm.
It's very hard on the knees.
But it looks so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise,
all right." So morning breaks with the sound of screaming and dying in the distance. No, you heard my words right.
I believe you.
The cries of anguish and the sounds that all of you have in your adventuring years come to associate with death.
But it's
On
far
a
away.
Sort of. Yeah, far away. You can't see it. Whatever is going on.
Okay.
The morning's call. It's mostly a theatric.
Mostly?
Mostly, yes. Running in that direction?
Yep.
Okay.
With
Looks like I have to clarify whether the motion is an action or a comment.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
For those at
Okay.
home, I rolled a modified total 1 on my wisdom save.
Okay, so Click Clack is running off in the direction of the rising sun.
Was that the direction we were headed?
No.
Skal will go after him.
Oh.
And I believe I should catch up to him with my speed of 45.
Cunning action, dashing.
Yeah, I was gonna
motherfucker.
say, I think you're about even. Click Clack may be slightly faster.
I
but
can-
only slightly.
So, yeah, I get an extra dash, so I end up 30, 60, 90, or 90 feet around.
Okay, so if I
Skal's at
dash...
35.
What's your base?
40.
I've got 45. I have
90.
45
So you're
speed.
both going 90.
You are keeping pace.
Yeah. So she
You're
would
not
she would
falling further behind, but you're not necessarily catching up.
she would kick
Ragnar.
Ragnar awake as she takes off past Click Clack, or to get Click Clack.
Zaz. And everybody's kind of like on alert, moving.
So when you wake up to the sounds of distant screaming, which your guide informs you is just sort of a theatric thing the sun does, and then Click Clack runs off in that direction.
And you get kicked as Skal runs after him.
Mostly a theatric thing.
Mostly a theatric thing, yes. The mostly was clarified. Ragnar and Skal, or Ragnar and Alistar, what are you doing?
Alistar springs into action, heroically places his hat on his head, pulls the brim down over his eyes, rolls over and goes back to sleep.
Okay. Ragnar?
If Ska's running off after Click Clack, Ragnar's staying to watch the camp.
Okay. Alright. So
Catch him and bring
you
him back as quick as you can.
The NPCs all stay.
That's
Laureate
the plan.
looks like she missed half of the conversation in the dreariness of waking up. Okay, so Click Clack and Ska, as you run through this, again, bright green field with bright blue sky above you, really fast, because you're both fast moving. You see the occasional rabbit in the distance, and eventually, you both spot, again, about at the same time, this towering wooden structure. It's kind of built like a lean-to.
Okay.
Kind of, the sort of
Yeah.
triangle-y, strapped together with a few pieces of wood and, a dismembered body on the top of it with one piece of the body stuck on each of the sticks' tops. A very freshly dismembered body, for clarification.
There are no living people in the immediate vicinity?
None that you can currently see.
Not
Though there is
slowing
an
down.
inside to the lean-to.
Running towards the lean-to.
Okay. Yep. You run up. Do you run in?
Yup.
Okay. Ska, you following?
Yep.
Okay. Inside, you who see what it looks like a reasonably old man, sort of leaning on a stick with a number of small. They kind of look like fat imps wandering around. He wears a sort of broken and cracked in various places, but completely over his face mask that looks like it might have once been the image of like a bear or a wolf. He's just calmly stirring some stew as you break into this building.
He stops. Looks like he's not quite.
Scott will put a hand on your shoulder.
Leans out, looks back up outside the lean-to.
Freshly dismembered body.
In Undercommon,
He looks at the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
in Undercommon, Scott will say, "This isn't our world. Let them
Okay.
do their rituals."
As Ska says that, click clack, you hear lemon potato pumpkin pie in Undercommon.
That's amazing.
Go back. Looks at the old guy. Points where clearly the dismembered bodies would be.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
And click clack's not affected by the language curse because click clack doesn't speak.
Correct.
He'll sort of, oh, that's just a protection spell, making sure this area stays safe for all of you wonderful travelers. Would you like some tea? Or some stew? Ox, or I have vegan options.
Could I tell that my words were wrong?
No.
Okay. Then she'll repeat herself in common.
Click clack, same thing. Potatoes,
Yeah.
pumpkin pie.
Look at you. Click clack looks at Ska with the clearest what the fuck expression that he can possibly give, and then looks back.
The man gives a sort of knowing nod at Ska and starts pulling out some food from a cabinet, placing down before you a plate of mashed potatoes that look absolutely delectable, some pie, other things like that. That Click Clack would recognize as the words he thinks Ska said. Ska, you're very confused.
Scott's gonna try and pull Click Clack backwards. Back out.
Which is exactly how it comes out.
I love that that's a sound library. It absolutely would be.
Because, well, no, sometimes you will hear people a far away and they are muffled, so you can repeat that sound.
That too.
Yep, that works.
I feel like someone has said that to Click Clack at some point in response to a prank, though.
That as well.
Yeah.
And he's pulled out, because I imagine on the way he pulled his rapier out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got it out, and he looks like he wants to point it at the guy, but he's not. He is so fucking confused right now.
We should
And
get
then
back.
he just sort of uncertainly points it at him.
Ah, a man after my own heart. You want something on skewer? Of course. I have many. He skewers and many.
Pull attack away.
Yep.
He'll go get some
Listen,
sort of large skewers and start roasting like half an ox on one of them.
Shakes his figure as like, you fucked up. Fucking fuck.
Click clack. We should get back to the
Ooh,
others.
I forgot about that. At this point, his make me wisdom saves.
Oh, good.
Sky, I
so
believe you have
defensive.
resistance to being charmed. Check that.
Yeah, I should.
It would be
Yeah,
your
advantage on
band.
saving throws. Yep.
11.
So advantage on wisdom. Oh, without the 5. 19.
Okay. Guy just sort of smiles at you and click clack, you are charmed by him at the moment. Which doesn't necessarily mean you find him any less weird, but there is a sort of soft sense of, oh, this senile old guy is kinda interesting. He's got a lot of good smelling food around. Sky, you're not affected.
Yep.
You don't know that anything was cast because nothing was, but
When I said to him, we have to get back to the others, does that come out weird as well?
no. Sorry, I was doing two things at once. When you say
That's
that,
okay.
it comes out vodka is and carrot. It's tomatoes, stew and radishes. Which he sort of nods and starts piling those foods in front of you as well.
And she's still trying to pull Click Clack back.
Click like you can tell that Sky's saying things that don't make sense, obviously.
Right.
But maybe she just wants this really great food.
So, is there the compulsion to stay, or am I just like?
You think that he's nice. You could definitely stay here and talk to him and have some food with him. You aren't forced to stay necessarily.
Okay.
You don't.
Because I mean, well, so mindset explanation.
Mm-hmm.
He came here because it sounded like someone was getting tortured and he was going to stop it. Now it doesn't sound like someone's being tortured and everything seems okay. So he's okay with leaving.
You sure you don't want some food for the road? He's still stacking those things Sky asked for in front of him, in front of her.
He'll take some stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Scott does not take anything and
He'll
is
take it
pulling
to go.
Click Clack out.
He will take a Happy Meal.
Okay. It's not necessarily a Happy Meal, but you do take some like sliced boar meat
Right.
and
4.
as far as you can tell, looks like a boar. Unless you specified that you wanted a vegan option, in which case it looks like whatever the vegan substitute for boar is. I genuinely am not sure. I'm a bad Portlander.
Some version of tofu or
It's boar-shaped tofu.
I mean, I would point out, and I don't know this from first-hand experience, I should say, but human meat looks like beef.
long pork.
They call it that for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have had to research
You
that.
wouldn't
for
necessarily
reasons.
be able to tell.
Nope. So yeah, he grabs some, waves, and turns to go.
Does that mean Kenku looks like chicken?
I am certain of it.
Yep.
I am absolutely certain that Kenku looks
More
like,
like
poultry.
Probably emu, but yeah, large bird.
All right. Yep. Okay. So, Click Clack, you head out with some food. Sky, you head out with no food.
Yep.
And yeah, you met a very nice guy in a hut.
You
Okay.
should get back.
Mm-hmm.
Do my words sound right again? Once we're out of the tent?
You're outside? Yeah.
Okay. Run back?
He's just gonna walk. He's got food.
Do you eat the food?
Fuck yes, I eat the food.
Roll me a nothing. It tastes great. It tastes
Tastes
well
like-
prepared. It distinctly tastes like you expect boar to taste.
Okay. I mean, boar is a type of porcine animal. And there is not much
It
of a
does not
difference
distinctly
in
taste like human flesh, so I'm not quite that bad.
Click Clack wouldn't know the difference. He's never eaten human flesh
That he's
That is
aware
also
of.
true.
until today. Anyway. Yes, eventually make it back.
Okay. So Ragnar, the rest of them come back. Click Clack's got some food.
It's probably gone by the time we get back.
Probably.
I mean, there's a fair bit of it, but
Oh, well, then fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
neither of them look like they got into a fight.
Hmm. Holds out the food. Holds out what's left. He's eating his breakfast.
He got it
Yeah.
from a weird guy in a hut. I wouldn't trust it, but I'm more paranoid than most.
Good shit. Sir?
Yeah. Food.
Put food in front of him.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Helena will sort of, Alistar whisper in your ear, I must encourage you not to.
Why?
It might make the things you've asked of me more challenging.
Why?
It's just the nature of my homeland. It's best to bring your own food if you're not from here.
Okay, she says don't eat the food.
Yeah.
But
And, like, having said that, she will also just shrug and eat it because she's from here. She doesn't care.
she was just trying to get more for herself. I see how it is.
That could absolutely be your interpretation.
Ska is perfectly fine with her own rations.
But yeah,
Well then. Now that we're back, we should get going, yes?
Oh, yeah, sure. We should probably okay.
several
Are there any
minutes.
fallen branches or anything around that we could use to rig up a? Oh wait, did Chloe regain consciousness this morning?
She hasn't yet.
Okay. In that case, Ragnar's gonna get people to salvage for a drag or a travois that we can pull behind us to put her on, because that's going to be better.
As you sort of are looking around for that, he's gonna make another medicine check, see if he can wake her up, because none of you are doing medicine. Oh, that's not bad for him. Yeah, Sylvester will sort of take her pulse again, pull her eye open, give her a slight tap, And Chloe will groan in. Oh, ow, what? What? Hello? Sort of
Welcome back.
look up, start taking stock of herself. Again, like a chunk of her chest, but mostly her arm is completely missing, having sort of sealed over at this point with the magical healing you guys have done. Oh, someone's going to need to update me on something.
You touched a plant to ate your arm. We tried to stop you, tried to save you. Sorry about the arm. But you're alive.
Wow. That was the worst example of that I've ever seen in my life. I'm very sorry, Chloe.
You don't
Just
really
generally.
have time to... Never mind.
To use words?
I used words.
I mean, used is the correct term there, yeah. Butchered might also be appropriate. Look, the point is that something very bad happened. Unfortunately, we couldn't prevent it. And now you're in this state, and we're very sorry.
All right. So,
Ragnar's
Where
I
are
don't
we?
know what I was thumbs upping there. I just felt the instinctive need to thumbs up.
Ragnar's breaking the camp down and waiting for Helena to give us the time to move out signal.
once you're all broken down, she will sort of taking the same bearing, or well, you'd guess it's the same bearing. It's a little hard to tell, as she had previously. Just head with confidence through this field.
Follow.
Is there anything you guys are doing while you're traveling?
Finishing the rest of the food.
Laureate seems to have taken over explaining things to Chloe duties. Because while she may not be charismatic, she at least knows how to be insightful.
Yeah.
And Click-Clack would happily explain things, but he's never worked for a doctor, so he doesn't quite know how to describe the specifics of her condition right now.
He doesn't have the right words in his playback.
So, yeah. You notice Chloe's definitely struggling a little bit with the arm that she uses to support her harp not being there. So she basically has to just carry it.
Ska will offer to carry it for her.
No, I should figure out how to do this myself. I don't intend to become entirely useless until I can get... Never mind.
No worries. Offer stands. Just in case.
Alright. Okay. So, you travel onwards through the bright, radiant green of the grass, and a sky that, as you walk, fades from blue to yellow to green to blue again. Always impossibly bright, even if it is now challenging to see the sun where it is behind you over the sunflower fields. Sorry.
Oh no, you're
something
fine.
that-
No, nothing at all related to.
Helena walks without problem. Lauria, mostly seems to be keeping her head down and just not getting involved too much. Zawin and Sylvester, as always, whisper or constantly back and forth. And the rest of you march onwards. I think that's where we're going to end it for the night.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Goodbye.